Hello, you're welcome to our SHS 3 Core Mathematics Revision lesson. This program is brought to you by the Center for National Distance Learning and Open Schooling, CENDLOS. I am Betty Osei. In our last revision lesson, we discussed graphical representation of data. In this lesson, we shall revise how to find the mean of data. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to calculate the mean of a given data. And with me to do this revision lesson are some students from CENDLOS College who will help us to answer our revision questions or ask some questions of their own. Students, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us your names, beginning from the right, and any little introduction about yourself.
I am Fifi Danso, a final year student.
I'm Vanessa Afo, a final year student.
I am Glennis Yeboah, a final year student.
Nana Amasafwa, a final year student.
Thank you. You're welcome. Now we'll begin with the mean. The mean plays a very important role in statistics. For any given set of data, a single number can be used to represent the whole data. Now this is done whether the data is discrete, like test scores, or continuous, like lengths. Data can be classified as ungrouped or grouped. Ungrouped data is data given as individual data points. We want to start by looking at the mean of an ungrouped data. Finding the mean of a set of numbers or values which are ungrouped is very simple. The mean of a set of numbers is the sum of all the numbers in the data divided by the total number of different items. So I'm coming to you, my students. I'm going to ask questions and then you will give me the solutions when you have got it. Now I'll read the question, give you a few seconds to try to put down your points, and then the first person that can help us with the solution will do so. Now the first question says, how do you go about solving a question like find the mean of the following numbers? So we have 3, then another 3, 4, a 4 again, then 5, 2 6 is 6 6, 7, 8, and 10. We want to find the mean. So who can tell us how to find the mean of these numbers? Glennis. Can we hear?
We add the numbers and divide by the total numbers of items. Then we use the formula x bar is equal to sigma x over n. Mean is equal to 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 and plus 10 all over 10. Mean is equal to 56 over 10, which is equal to 5.6. Therefore, the mean value is 5.6.
Thank you very much. So the mean value is 5.6. Okay, so this is the mean for an ungrouped data. Now let's look at the next question. It says, I hope you are ready.
Yes, please.
The marks obtained by 100 students in a test were as follows. We have marks and frequency. It's in a table form. So I'll mention the marks together with their corresponding frequencies. So we have 0 with a frequency of 4. We have 1 with a frequency of 19. We have 2 with a frequency of 25. We have 3 with a frequency of 29. and we have 4 with a frequency of 23. The question says find the mean mark. So I'll give you a few seconds. I want you to try and put down your solution, and then any one of you can help us through the solution that they wrote down. Okay, Fifi. Now this question is slightly different from the first one, but I hope you can help us through.
We first have to multiply the mark by their corresponding frequencies, and then we'll find the sum of all the products.
Okay.
We shall therefore use the formula sigma fx over sigma f, where sigma fx is sum of all the products. So that gives us 0 times 4 plus 1 times 19 plus 2 times 25 plus 3 times 29 and plus 4 times 23, all over 4 plus 19 plus 25 plus 29 plus 23. So this gives us 0 plus 19 plus 50 plus 87 plus 92 all over 100. Then the answer gives us 248 over 100, which simplifies to be 2.48. Therefore, the mean is 2.48.
Very good. Very good. So the mean for this question is 2.48. Thank you very much. We are ready for our next question. Okay. So the next question says, the ages of children in an after-school care unit one afternoon are as follows. I'm going to mention the numbers, and we have to calculate the mean age of the children. So our numbers are 8, 7, 4, 5, 9, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9, 6, 7, 9, 8, 7, 9, 6, 9, 5, 8, 9, 5, 5, 8, 9, 6, 6, 4, 9. We want to find the mean. So again, I'll give you a few seconds. I want you to quickly put down what you think we should do. And then anybody who can help us through the solution can indicate. Yes, Vanessa, you're ready, yeah? Okay. So,
And in this question, we'll first form a frequency table with
Okay.
columns titled age x,
yes.
tally frequency, and fx, which is x times f, which is the frequency times the age.
Okay.
And for the age, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And 4, its frequency is 2.
Okay.
5, its frequency is 5. With 6, frequency is 5. 7, frequency 4. 8, frequency 6. And 9, frequency 8.
Good.
For fx, we'll multiply the x by the f. So 4 times 2 would give us 8. 5 times 5 will give us 25. 6 times 5 will give us 30. And 7 times 4 will give us 28. 8 times 6 will give us 48. And 9 times 8, 72.
Good.
With the means formula, that is x bar equal to sigma fx over sigma f. That is the summation of sigma f is 30.
Okay.
That is the total number for the frequency. And fx, sigma fx, is the total frequency for fx.
Okay.
That is 211. So we'll make it 211 over 30,
Okay.
which will give us 7.033. So therefore, the mean age is 7.03 to 2 decimal place.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you all understand the way she went about it. Okay, so you take your time, form a table, and then do the tally. Find your frequency, find the total frequency. You find the fx, find the total for that. Then you have to recall your formula and put the values in and work it out. And her answer to 2 decimal places is 7.03. Thank you very much, Vanessa. So we are going on to the next question. And this time it says, I hope you are ready.
Yes, please.
Okay. Says the table shows a list of the number of students absent from school in a 15-day period. It shows the list of number of students who were absent in a 15-day period. Now I'll mention the days and their corresponding absentees. Okay. So day 1 we had 10 absent. On day 2 we had 7 absent. On day 3 we had 4 absent. On day 4 we had 12 absent. On day 5 we had 6 absent. On day 6 we had 3 absent. On day 7 we had 5 absent. On day 8 we had 8 absent. On day 9 we had 9 absent. On day 10 we had 11 absent. On day 11 we had 13 absent. On day 12 we had 8 absent. On day 13 we had 10 absent. On day 14 we had 7 absent. On day 15 we had 5 absentees. The question says calculate the mean of the data. So again we are calculating the mean. Okay, so again a few seconds for you to take your time and go through the process. Then one person can help us through the solution. You are ready? Okay, that was fast. Nanama, can you please help us through the solution?
First of all, we then form a table which will include the days, the number of students absent, and fx.
Okay.
And the days as given in the question ranges from day 1 to day 15,
Okay.
with a frequency also given from the question ranging from 10 to 5.
Okay.
And as my colleagues already said, f of fx is a multiplication of the days times the frequency.
Okay.
So day 1, 1 times 10 giving us 10, 7 times 2 giving us 14, 3 times 4 giving us 12, 5 times 6, 30, 7 times 5, 35, 8 times 8, 64, 9 times 9, 81, 10 times 11, 110, 12 times 8, 96, 13 times 10, 130, then 14 times 7, 98,
98,
then
yes.
15 times 5, 75. So when we sum the frequency, we had 118, and after that we also summed up the fx, giving us 964. So in finding for the mean is equal to summation fx over summation f, meaning summation fx
Okay. Is
964
good.
over summation f,
F.
118.
Good.
When I divided, I had 8.1695. Therefore, the mean age is 8.17 in 3 significant figures.
Yes.
to 3 significant figures. I hope you all remember how to change to 3 significant figures. Okay, you count from the left, 1, 2, 3. Then you look at the 4th number. If it is more than 5, you round up the other number. Okay, so to 3 significant figures, the mean age is 8.17. That was excellent, Nanama. That was really, really good. You are all doing so well. It means you are revising, and I'm happy. Okay, so now we are going to look at the mean of a grouped data. Now, grouping helps us to put data in a more condensed form. We make groups with suitable sizes, and we can mention the frequency of each group. Now, a table like the one we are going to look at is called a grouped frequency distribution table. So our next example is going to be on how to find the mean of a grouped frequency table. But in this particular question, we are also going to use what we call an assumed mean. I'm sure you've heard that. Yes. An assumed mean. So we're going to take the question, and this time we will go through it together. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. So it says that a pet shop owner likes to weigh all her 80 mice every week. And this is as a check on their state of health. The weights of the mice are shown in the table. So in the table, I'm going to have the weights and then the frequencies. Okay? So we have the weights 0 to 10. And that has a frequency of 3. Then we have 11 to 20 with a frequency of 5. We have 21 to 30 with a frequency of 7. We have 31 to 40 with a frequency of 9. We have 41 to 50 with a frequency of 12. We have 51 to 60 with a frequency of 16. We have 61 to 70 with a frequency of 14. We have 71 to 80 with a frequency of 8. And we have 81 to 90 with a frequency of 6. Now the question says, using an assumed mean of 45.5, calculate the mean of the distribution. Okay. Now, as we said before, this is a grouped frequency table. You can see that our weights are in groups or classes. Okay. And since in working we have to multiply the weights by the frequency, we can't take all those numbers at a time. So what we do is we find one number that will represent the whole class or group of weights. And that is what we call the class midpoint. So we'll form a frequency table. And like somebody was telling us before, we'll have the weights, we'll have the frequencies, then we'll have the class midpoints, and then we'll have what we call the deviation from the assumed mean, which we represent with a D. And then in the final column, we'll have the deviations times the frequencies. Okay? Now, I want every one of you to try finding the midpoints for all these classes. I'm sure you remember how to do that. Okay? So see whether you can write down all the midpoints for us. And then after that, we'll find the deviations, and then we'll do the frequency times the deviation. So I'm giving you a few seconds to just write down the class midpoints. When 2 people finish, we will go on because we don't have too much time. So when you finish, just give me a sign and then we'll move on. Yes. Can you mention the midpoints for us?
Okay, the midpoints are for the first group, that is 5.5. The second group, 15.5. The third group, 25.5. The fourth group, 35.5.
Good.
Then followed by 45.5.
Yes.
Then 55.5. Also 65.5. Then 75.5. Then 85.5.
Good. So those are the class midpoints. So these are the numbers we are going to use as our x when we move on. Okay? Now we have to find the deviations from the assumed mean. To work this, you take each of the x's, okay, that we have put down and subtract the assumed mean. From the question, our assumed mean is 45.5. So again, I want you to quickly work and write down the deviations. And anyone who finishes first, just give me a sign, then we can continue. Yes, can you mention them?
For the assumed mean, the first group, 0 to 10, we have minus 40.
That is the deviation.
The deviation.
Okay, so the deviation, yes.
The second group, 11 to
20.
20, we have minus 30.
Negative 30.
Negative 30.
Good,
21 to 30, we have negative 20.
good.
31 to 40, we have negative 10.
Yes,
And then 41 to 50, we have 0.
yes.
51 to 60, we have 10.
Good.
61 to 70, we have 20. 71 to 80, we have 30. And 81 to 90, we have 40.
Good. Very good. So the next column is going to give us the frequencies times the deviations. Okay? So you are picking the frequency. Don't make a mistake. Otherwise, your table will all be wrong. So look for where your frequency is and multiply by the deviation. Remember, a negative number times a positive number should give you a negative number. So use your calculator and quickly put down the FD values. And then when you finish, find the total in that column. Can anybody give us the values? Yes.
For FD, that's the frequency times the deviation.
Deviation.
We have 3 times minus 40, giving us minus 120.
Negative
Negative 120.
Okay, so just mention the answers.
Okay. And then we have, for the next one, we have negative 150.
Good.
The next one, we have negative 140.
I hope everybody is getting the same answers.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
And for the fourth one, we have negative 90.
Yes.
The fifth, we have 0. The sixth, we have positive 160.
Yes.
The seventh, we have 280. Then we have 240. Then we have another 240.
Good. So the total for
The
that.
total will give us 420.
Good. That is very good. And I like the way you are all trying to work it on your own. So in this case, our mean x bar is going to be equal to the assumed mean A plus sigma FD divided by sigma F. Okay? Now that we have the value for the sum of FD, you can find the total for our frequencies, put it in the formula with an assumed mean of 45.5, and then you can quickly work out the mean. Anama, you're finished? Okay. So can you tell us what you got?
For the mean, the A was 45.5.
Good.
And for the sigma FD, when we added, we had 420.
Okay.
And sigma F, when we added, we had 80.
Okay.
So the assumed mean plus the sigma FD over sigma F. So 45.5 plus 420 over 80. when we did all the total, we had 50.75. Therefore, the mean weight of the mice is 50.75.
50.75, not 50.75. Okay. Once it comes after the point, you should just say 50.75. Thank you very much. That was very, very good. I hope you understand this.
Yes.
Okay. So when you have the grouped table, you must first find the classmate points. Okay. If you are given an assumed mean, you use the assumed mean to find the deviations. Then after you've got the deviations, you multiply the deviations by what? By the frequency. Okay, yes. I thought you said by the marks. By the frequencies. And then we can add the assumed mean to our ratio of sigma FD over sigma F. And that gives us the mean. Okay. So in this particular question, the mean weight of the mice is 50.75. Well done. You've done very well. You have really impressed me today. And I think I'll have to send my daughter to your school. Today we have learned that data is often described as ungrouped or grouped. We have also learned that the mean of a set of numbers is the sum of all the numbers in the data divided by the total number of items. We have also learned that the mean is given by the formula x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. And we said sigma fx means the product of the frequencies and the marks or the values. And sigma f means the sum of all our frequencies. We also learnt that an assumed mean can be found and used to find the mean of a grouped frequency table. We want to say a big thank you to our wonderful smart students who have helped us through today's revision. I hope next time when we call you, you'll come again. Thank you very, very much. Now, once again, we have come to the end of another revision lesson. I want you to keep revising until we meet again. In our next lesson, we are going to take our time to revise how to find or draw cumulative frequency curves. And I hope you will join us. And as you go on, work through our questions. We have questions, we have interactives, and we have quizzes. Work through all of them. And we hope you do very well in your exams. So bye-bye.